So moving on to day 2 of the Evolution Festival, we were here bright and early. Before all the crowds arrived, Anthony got the chance to chat with The Milk. We've been playing them on Spark for a couple of months now and they're absolutely brilliant. By far my favourite set of the weekend. We had a lovely little chat with them and here they are talking about their music and what influences them.
Good morning, we are down at Evolution Festival. It's early in the morning. We've grabbed The Milk. They've just come in from the bus. They're very tired. They've got to go back round for another gig tonight in London, so not something for long.
Yeah, in and out. Yeah, it was the same last time we were in Newcastle. We were straight in and out, weren't we?
Well, the thing is, a load of my mates have been up here for like just nights out and random parties and said Newcastle is like one of the best places to come and have it.
Oh yeah.
And the last couple of times we've been here, we've literally got to jump in the bus and leave as soon as we finish playing.
Because not just reschedule it and we'll do it in the bus.
It's kind of,
we'll all go out for a big party.
Yeah, I know. That's it. I mean, the gig we're doing later is for good friends of ours that run a charity called Copperfield for like breast cancer awareness. So we really wanted to do it, but we're missing out on another classic Geordie party. Yeah. So
you'll have to come back up.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be back.
We'll do the gig there, and then we'll just do another quick 5 hours and just come and meet you around 4 in the morning.
It's fine. We'll do that. It's fine. Deal.
You'll still be up, right?
Right, I'm going to ask a question that's probably so generic. You've probably heard it a million times. If you had a pound for it, you'd be millionaires. Where does the name The Milk come from?
Well, it's one of the least thought out names in history. We've never been good at band names, have we?
No.
You know, we know names. So no, it was we were putting names into band generators. This was a couple of years ago, and it came up with Kenny Cornflake and The Milk. And we got rid of Kenny, and the Milk stuck. And it was one of those things. Before we knew it, we'd been picked up by Sony, and it was like you got to keep the name because we had a bit of a fan base, and we couldn't really change it.
We was Nigel Winterburn and the Flatback Four for like a day.
Yeah. Charlie Bash and the Uptown Smash for a gig like that, didn't we? Yeah. But the
Mushti as well.
I like that.
Someone named us that.
I like that. You should have kept that. Well, not that I'm saying The Milk's bad, but that I quite enjoy that.
Oh, we all know The Milk.
I think it doesn't cause anyone any offence.
I don't know. I'd be surprised. There's been a few people who've taken real offence to The Milk for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, they need to get out more.
Yeah.
So he's been starting music. Apparently he's a friends from school.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we go way back, man. We started playing together when we were sort of 14. You know, in school doing like school shows and stuff like that. And we were sort of a bit of a punk outfit back then. And we did that for a few years, and then we all sort of went our separate ways for a couple of years. A couple of us went to work, the other two went to uni, and we got back together about 2.5 years ago.
So you've known for a while that's always been in you to do music, and it's what you've wanted to do deep down? Kind of thing, yeah. I think we all kind of lost our way a bit after the punk thing, so we realised we were playing punk music but listening to Nick Drake. So it wasn't really sort of working out, you know. Yeah.
So we kind of went back to our roots and where music came from for us, which was, sitting in the back of our mum and dad's Sierras, listening to soul music, listening to Motown and Stax, and we kind of, everything's come from that sort of central hub of everyone liking soul music and all the things that sort of spread from there with hip hop and rock and roll and stuff.
Picking up from that, in your songs, there's so many different genres in there, all mixed together. So you've got your mixer with punk and funk sort of thing, with a bit of soul, and then you've got pop mixed in with that. How do you, as a band, describe your own genre as what is your music style?
You got a good sound.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mitch, my brother, the drummer, he just says like pop or something like that, and I go, what? That doesn't. He tries to like say all the genres in one hit, as if it's like one word, and I think that's rubbish. So we kind of one of the little sound bites I think someone came up with was, if you take like Aretha Franklin, the Rolling Stones, and the Roots, and baked them in a pie and liquor house in Essex, that's what The Milk sounds like. But more seriously, it's basically all the genres are just. It's the collective of the four of us like coming together and writing music. We all sort of put our 10 pence worth in, and that's what comes out. So all of them genres are just things that we love about music, and that's kind of reflected in The Milk, really.
Listening back to like the B Roads, All I Wanted Was Danger, and most common one, your most popular song, Broke Up the Family. They're all like feel-good songs. You get an energy from listening to them. Are they as exciting to make and as fun to make, or is it like a tedious, painful process that you just go through?
No, they're all fun. I mean, writing's fun. It takes time.
Yeah, I mean, because we're a democracy, so everything's put down to the vote. So that can be when you're in the like any band, every band will be the same. Studio time can be a bit, on edge because everyone's got their own ideas about what a song should be. But once you've got the basic backbone of a song up and running, it's a lot of fun because you're all excited about the track. And then recording a track is, usually a lot of fun. Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, all of them sort of songs that you mentioned, we're not we're not the type of band that's into like this really like thought like, oh god, everything's so serious. Like, I like listening to music because it takes me away from that I'm not happy about, and it brings me to a happier place, if you like. So the Milk's all about having a party and having a good time and being with your friends and family and kicking off. Like, you know, if you want to go and down like an emotional roller coaster, just stick on Nick Drake because he's the best at it. So,
yeah, there are other bands. Other bands are good at that stuff, and that's not what the Milk are about. You know.
So because when I've been looking on like reviews and stuff, they're saying that you're an absolute brilliant live band. So what can I expect from? I mean, is it different playing a gig to a festival? Do you just get more of a buzz from playing a festival, or?
It's different, isn't it? It depends on the festival. I mean, it's hard to tell because we've never played this one before, but I'm sure it'll be, you know. You've got a much bigger stage, which is more fun to play on because you can sort of run around a bit, you know, and you've got a much bigger sound system, and like the rigs are all really nice, so you can really hear yourself well on the stage. But in terms of what we do live is, you know, because we come from Essex and where we grew up, there wasn't like a big music scene in terms of like bands and stuff. We grew up going to clubs, you know. So really, we spent a lot of time in the last few years sort of looking at why DJs are so popular at the moment. Why is it DJs are taking over the world? And it was like, well, it's because people want to come see something and party all the way through, not stop and clap between songs.
Yeah.
So we try and do the same thing. You know, our sets don't stop. So obviously today's only half hour, but usually we play 45 an hour, and it's just we start, we end, and there's no breaks in the middle, and there's all kinds of mashups and other people's songs and little drops and stuff like that.
Is this what we can expect from the album as well? This sort of style?
Yeah, Tales from the Thames Delta, which is out in September. September 3rd.
September 3rd. Yeah.
September 3rd. Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's a proper little, you know, 45-50 minute journey of music, and hopefully you'll there's each song is a story, and then the whole thing is a story in itself.
Just want to ask about every time we fight. Yeah,
that's the one.
Out June 24th. It's got Jay from the In-Betweeners in the video.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
We kind of met for a mutual friend, and it was just pretty weird, really. He sort of got in touch and was like, oh, I really like the Milk. Like, I've been a fan of you guys for ages. Like, I've had your tunes on my iPod for like years. It was like, right, okay. And it just turned out that he had a bit of spare time. We were sort of about to make a video, and it just kind of strangely come together, like really quickly. Before we know it, we met the geezer. 3 days later, we was shooting this video that he had the concept for. It was, you know, something that he sort of envisaged after listening to the song, and we were just like, well, we ain't got any ideas at the moment, so let's just go along and see what happens. And I think it's worked out really well. He's a really nice bloke. I think the video looks great, and it's just a bit of a sort of microscope on what happens when life gives you a bit of a kick. But kind of the message, I guess, is just, you know, even though there's every time we fight, there's fight in the song, it's not about going out and kicking out of things. It's about pulling together and community, and, you know, you'll get more done if you're together rather than just causing a riot.
Excellent, thank you very much, guys. Have a nice set.
Great, thanks a lot.